He's back, baby.
Oh, I didn't see this.
Joker. Do you have a costume for this?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay. You have like Harley Quinn shit and Batman shit, and you put on a Halloween 3 mask. Okay. Oh, you're Lady Gaga. Got it.
God.
So Joker 2, the sequel to Joker 2019, where this young man, well, not young man, Arthur Fleck was crazy. He coincidentally killed some people and accidentally started the movement and became like an icon. And he got a bunch of attention, which is all he ever wanted, even though he was insane. Started a revolution, gets arrested, gets thrown in Arkham Asylum. Oh, and he accidentally gets Bruce Wayne's parents killed, but they never circle back to that in this one. So he's in Arkham Asylum. He's not having a good time. He's lost a lot of weight. He's miserable. People are making fun of him. But what do you know it? He finds a girlfriend who can't move her upper lip. She just can't do it. I don't know why, but for some reason the actress they got can't move her upper lip, and it's very, very distracting. He gets a girlfriend, Harleen Quinzel Lee. It's Lee. Get it? She motivates him to be Joker again, and then he imagines a bunch of dance sequences.
Yeah.
And then he represents himself in a court because he thinks that's a good idea, and a lot of things happen. Okay, so for me, Joker 1. Joker 1, God damn you, Crystal. Joker 1 is fine. I was not a huge fan of it, as a lot of people were. For me, Scorsese was somewhat involved, I think. But for me, I'm like, this is King of Comedy and Taxi Driver with an intellectual property slapped on. It has nothing to do with the Joker or Batman. In fact, the Joker Batman stuff being shoehorned in is actually kind of distracting because it doesn't match anything at all. But I thought the first one by itself, I'm like, all right, this is like an okay movie if you didn't see those other movies I just mentioned.
The first one was actually, I thought it was really, I don't know if you guys can hear me. The first one was really good. Yeah. This is like the best I can do right now. I thought the first one was actually really good because I just thought of it as I took it as just another take. It's just a different take on it.
Yeah, that's fine. Like an Elseworld thing where it's like, exactly. Hey, here's what happens. And that's fine. It just didn't really feel like Joker to me. I'm like, wow, you could have just made a movie about a sad clown, but then it wouldn't have made $1 billion.
Yeah.
It's true.
It was just cool. It was just like a different thing. And then I saw this and I said, fuck, I'm not going to even waste my breath or time on this.
Wait, you didn't actually see it?
No!
Oh, no!
Wow, you missed out, man.
Wow, I thought you saw this.
I didn't have time to see Smile 2. You think I was going to fucking waste any moment on this bullshit? No.
Crystal, how could you not see this? It was going to be bigger than Barbie because the trailer did better on YouTube than Barbie.
Yeah, because everyone wants to see it fail.
Spoiler! It is not bigger than Barbie.
Holy shit, it lost that much? Oh my god.
And more. That's a couple weeks out. So yeah, more. This movie is a huge bomb. Joey, what did you think about Joker 1? Did you like it?
Yeah, I did like Joker 1. I agree with what Crystal said. It's like a different take of Joker. I'm a big Batman fan. And so Joker 1 was fucking awesome. And of course, I didn't ask for a fucking sequel. Didn't think they were going to fucking make a sequel to Joker 2. And
if anything, I thought they would make it like a different character.
Yeah.
They should have followed somebody else in that fucking universe. I just want to know why. What the fuck happened? I mean, to be fair, I don't think it's as bad as everybody says it is.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be way worse. I mean, it was bad. Don't get me wrong.
Does he play the same person though? Like, is it still the same Joker character?
Yeah.
Or does he change it? Like, does he make it? He still plays the same character in the first, or does he make it like in a worse version of it.
It's kind of a worse version because in the first one, you know, like the laughing bit is like a big part of the story.
Yeah,
he only does that like fucking 2 or 3 times in the entire
and it's worse because like
that's his sickness. It's something he can't help. So he doesn't those are the things I was curious about. Because if it's I just took this off a little bit. I'm sorry guys. I am really screaming. With Crystal, these on I can't tell.
Well, Crystal, he actually was getting better, and wouldn't you know it? Getting a girlfriend made his life worse. She tells him to get off his meds. She's encouraging to do all the Joker stuff because she's like a super mega fan and a liar, we learn. She lies about everything to him. She is literally using him for fame because she just wants to be as popular as him. So it kind of explores what happens afterwards when you become this like idol. It explores like your rabbit fan base that maybe you don't necessarily agree with, but they're propping you up. There's a lot of interesting ideas in this.
Why didn't I see any of that kind of stuff in the trailer? At least
the trailer
some type of interesting.
The trailer went all in on Lady Gaga musical. The funny thing is, the trailer for this made it more clear that it was a musical than the Mean Girls musical remake, which almost seemed to change. The musical stuff is terrible, and I'm kind of on board with the idea, right? But the execution was so poor. The songs sucked. I mean, they were like whatever. They're not sung very well. Lady Gaga, has she ever acted well in anything?
Well, I liked her in A Star Is Born, personally. I did like her in that.
Playing a singer, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. She is abysmal in this.
Yeah.
She's absolutely terrible. And I get what the director's trying to do. A lot of people said, did he do this out of spite? Because he was mad that guy's really related to the character. And maybe there is some truth to that. But mostly I think maybe this is just what Todd Phillips wanted to do. And I do like that people are like, why is it about this? It's supposed to be about the Joker. It's based on the Joker. And I'm like, guys, the first movie was barely Joker. Why are we pretending it was? So that's why I don't feel
for Lady Gaga. Oh, sorry. But what else? Go ahead, Tony. Go ahead.
I don't feel betrayed. A lot of people are feeling betrayed by this movie. But as someone who was like let down with the first one, I'm not really betrayed by it, to be honest. But yeah, for me, the musical stuff kind of kills it because the songs suck. They're not really shot well. They're not very interesting. The most
for Lady Gaga, though, I want to know real quick, was it really her acting itself? Was the writing? Was it the directing? Or do you really think it was her?
Oh, no, it's her acting. Well, one, she can't move her face because she had too much work done. So when you have to emote, that kind of hurts. She's literally just like this the whole movie. And like, hi, Joker. I'm like, stop it, too much. I mean, the writing, it's a good idea, like a manipulative girlfriend who's like enabling all his bad behavior to benefit her. That's interesting. I know a lot of guys.
Wait, is that what it was about?
That's what her storyline is. Yeah.
That is so weird because it's such the opposite in the actual storyline.
They twisted it. You're not allowed to do real Harley Quinn anymore, by the way. She either has to be the real Joker or she has to be getting her freedom or whatever. They'll never do just regular Harley Quinn ever again.
That's so strange that they twisted it and made Harley Quinn the manipulative one.
Yeah. And then the best plot line, I feel, they don't even do to its potential. The Joker represents himself in court. He fires his lawyers and represents himself in court. And as someone who followed the Darryl Brooks trial and who goes on YouTube regularly and watches videos of insane people representing themselves in court, and as someone who represented himself for a traffic ticket and got off, I was really looking forward to this plot line. I'm like, the Joker's going to defend himself. This should have been the whole fucking movie. This should have been the whole movie, and it's barely the movie. Oh, do you know who the defense attorney is, Crystal? It's Harvey Dent, to remind you that comic book.
Seriously?
He doesn't do anything Harvey Dent like. I think he hurts the side of his face during an attack at the end, and that's it.
Just his name?
Just Harvey Dent.
This is just such a weird They're turning into a weird universe.
I know. Well, spoiler, it's not continuing. One, the way the movie ends, it can't really continue, at least with this Joker. They ended it on a weird way where it opens up the door for another one, but also financially it's not gonna continue. I don't know. I didn't hate it. I thought it was interesting. I didn't think it was executed that well, even though I'm indifferent to the first one. It at least, I think, pulled off the idea a little bit better. The music is what really killed it for me, and I wasn't even against it being a musical as long as it was good. But I was a little confused. Joey, I went to the bathroom at one point.
Yeah.
There was a point where he was making fun of the prison guards on TV, and then he goes back to prison, and they're mad, and they grab him. And then I went to the bathroom, and when I came back, he's in court saying he doesn't want to be Joker anymore. Did I miss anything?
Yeah, Tony, you might have missed a big point in the movie. Perhaps you should go back and watch.
Did they give him like a stern talking to?
Yeah, you could say
Did they
that.
tell him to rethink his ways?
More or less, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just hope they didn't do anything weird in this Joker movie.
No,
I know they're in a prison, and I hope no prison stereotypes happen to the Joker in this movie while I was out going to the bathroom. I missed it. But yeah, I came back. I'm like, why doesn't he want to be the Joker anymore? He seems kind of sad. He seemed happy a minute ago. But yeah, Joker 2, it is a misstep. It's an interesting idea. I think people might want me to hate it because a lot of people are like really, really hating it. But I guess since I just went in so lukewarm to begin with, it just did nothing for me. I've already forgotten a lot of it, to be honest.
Same, yeah.
Whereas the first one, some of the stuff like really stuck with me. I kind of feel bad for Todd Phillips right now because the movie underperformed. It's like bombing horribly, and Quentin Tarantino is going around in interviews being like, I love Joker 2. That's Todd Phillips telling everyone that they suck and Warner Brothers sucks and DC sucks. And I'm like, I don't think Todd Phillips wants another director going around saying that he botched the movie on purpose. What the fuck are you doing, Quentin? If I was Todd Phillips, like, hey, can you shut up? I want to have a career, you asshole.
Yeah, guy's gonna be blacklisted.
Were there feet in it? Is that why you liked it? Did anyone see any feet? Like, I'm confused.
There was no feet.
Oh, weird.
Which was upsetting, of course, but
yeah, it's insane, like how good that first one did. He got like the Oscar for it and everything.
It was good.
And how like just poor this one did.
Well, how was his acting? Was his acting just as good as the first one?
Yeah, I thought it was good. Yeah,
I think the Lady Gaga thing, I think, killed it because a lot of the audience that really liked the first one were sad, lonely guys. So when you give him a girlfriend and make it a movie full of show tunes, and dancing,
lonely guys don't like girls. This is weird.
I'm just saying. There were a lot of guys who probably really related to the first movie. This one, they're like, oh, he's singing and dancing with his girlfriend? I don't relate to this at all. This doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I don't relate to that at all.
Not my Joker. Yeah, just a waste of time, to be honest. I mean, if you really like the first one, try it. Obviously, don't run to theaters. Not many people have run to theaters to see.
Kind of makes me want to rewatch the original, to be honest with you, to see if it holds up a little.
No, I don't want to watch it. I will say, some things were off the list for this month that we will be covering later. One of them is the Penguin show, which is doing very well. Crystal, did you start Penguin yet?
Sorry, I was asking what the World Series score was right now.
Okay.
If anyone wants to know, 1 Dodgers, 5 Yankees. I'm a Phillies girl, but I'm actually rooting Yankees.
Yeah, no, I love
what
football.
they come here for is World Series updates.
Yep.
If anyone was curious.
Well, you know, just turn on the football game.
The Dodgers, it's crazy because it was 3-0 in the World Series. Wow. Yankees won yesterday. If they didn't win, then Dodgers would have won.
Stop talking about baseball. We're talking about comic books like adults. Did you start the Penguin show yet?
No, when do I have to watch it by?
I think we're doing the live episode November 14th. I think.
Okay, great. I got 2 weeks to watch it. Remind me. Text it to me.
Yes. Me, Crystal, and Frank, we will be reviewing The Penguin, and I guess I spoiled it on my social media, but our boy Frank, Joey, did you see this? Frank
I did.
got the back of his head in an episode of The Penguin. He did it. Our boy Frank's back of his head is in The Penguin. I was so excited. I saw it. I'm like, I know that back of that head. That's our boy Frank.
And he's officially a dad. FYI, if anyone cares, he's also officially a dad.
We already know that.
Does everyone else know that?
I think so.
We knew that.
Oh no, how
we're
long
like
has it been
somewhat
since he's been on the
friends.
show? Well, maybe...
The last time he was on the show, he didn't have a kid. I think that was with me.
Oh yeah.
That he said about the baby about to be born.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, Frank has a baby. And the back of his head. Crystal. He has a baby. Who cares? Trisha had a baby.
Yes, Trish. Jesus.
The Volpes can have babies. Who cares? What's important is that Frank's back of his head was in not Joker, in The Penguin. Frank was going to be in the first Joker, and they cut him out. And I think that really cast a black cloud. If Frank had been in this movie, would have saved it.
I agree.
Saved it, I feel. By the way, I don't even think he saw this movie. But yeah, that is it. Any last words on Joker 2, Joey C?
Fuck this movie.